gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER. I'm Michael 7 Michael, and we've got with us in the studio, all the way from Canada, Sharna, and the lovely, the one and only Eve.
Hi! What's going on, guys?
And she's representing NYC. BK all day, even though she's originally from
New Orleans. Knowledge, y'all.
So we went to New York Comic Con 2018, and it was amazing. We have tons of things to talk to you, share with you all the new things like media, all the TV shows, animation. It's going to be great. But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Sound Shark for this wonderful microphone. And you could always go to Sound Shark Audio. And again, thank you to our sponsor. So, you guys went to New York Comic Con.
We did.
It was the best ever. Every New York Comic Con's always the best thing ever. It just keeps getting better.
It was really beast. It was my first time at New York Comic Con. Not my first Comic Con, but my first time at New York, and it was amazing.
Okay, so for your first time, what made it so amazing?
I think it was just the interaction with the cosplayers, because I was cosplaying, and it's just that, interaction. They're like, oh, you, since I was dressed as like Froppy or Asui from My Hero Academia, a lot of people were like, Froppy, right? And I'm just like, huh? Like legit, and I was just so taken aback. And so it's like, I gotta respond to that, because that's not my name, but I'm dressed as the character, so it's kind of off-on switch thing. So
yeah, My Hero Academia was huge this year.
It was.
They were giving out posters, or pictures everywhere. The photos you've been showing me of the crowd.
Oh man,
she was full out hopping. I can imagine why people were calling you that.
Yeah, they're like Froppy, and then it's funny because when I had the makeup on and everything, I just do the face and be like I don't have the eyelash and stuff, but it was working. It was working, y'all.
I love her makeup. In Toronto, I watched her videos earlier, and I was like, I need to learn how to do eyes like that. I need to know how to do lips like that. My gosh.
Thank you.
And the cool thing today with technology, we're actually going to show some footage. We got some footage from your phone, actually.
Ooh, woo, woo.
Let's see if we can pull this up. Give a second. Because we do have the technology. What is this here?
Technology.
What is this here? Can you see in the monitor? Mm-hmm. The video footage that you...
Oh, that one? So, Super Mansion, there's a new show coming out. Oh no, it's been out for 3 seasons now. But it's by the creators of Robot Chicken.
Okay.
Super Mansion, and it was inspired by a lot of spoof of DC and Marvel characters, especially the Playboy billionaire who's sad all the time. And so the creators use the same animation, and they star the amazing Oscar-nominated actor Bryan Cranston. Mm-hmm. You must all know him from Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle's father. I know him from How I Met Your Mother. He was Hammond Rogers, Ted Mosby's boss.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's why I'm a huge fan of that show, and that's why I love New York. And I was noticing all the streets from the show. Oh, it's been awesome. But yeah, got to interview Bryan Cranston and his robot chicken gang. Yeah,
it's exciting.
They even did a bit of a dance for us. Sent over Mike the video.
Yeah, just played it. I'll need to punch that.
I'll tell you a bit about the show. It's Bryan Cranston plays a main character. He's Lexington Rex, and he's like a 80. Well, he lives 200 years. He ages very slowly, but he's worn out and he takes boner pills. And Bryan Cranston was very trying. Yeah, am I allowed to say that? Boner pills?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. No, Bryan Cranston was very clear on I don't need that in real life. He's that's not true to story.
He was it's not. I swear, it's just candy.
That's interesting. There's a new series. There's a lot of series trying to show another side of the superheroes. Mm-hmm. there's actually one where all these superheroes are supposed to go to a shrink and deal with their issues coming out. So look out for that. You heard it here first on GEEKCASTER.
No, I love
So
that.
I like the fact they're exploring different things.
They
with it.
are. Like, DC's getting out, like, I think it's been out. It's called, here, like, Sanctuary. And it's by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Like, they're the rock stars of DC.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sanctuary. That's
Oh, it's amazing. So it's a built-in place for superheroes to go and deal with their trauma. Because,
Right.
you know, Superman, even in the 60s, he saw a psychiatrist, you know? Like, they brought in so much mental health, but it's not studied. And I really love, you know, the idea that superheroes go through hell as well.
Yeah, you know.
You know, you
instead
can't
of, like,
save everyone.
Right, like
It's the
always
message.
smiling and just like I
Sunny
am
side,
here. No,
Smallville,
okay, that's,
you know?
that's not DC, but you know, I am here, and but, you know, you can't save everyone, and so it's just like, you know, that survivor's guilt is, I think that
It's
so it's like
there a
partially
lot.
like survivor's guilt, you know, depression, of course they deal with PTSD, of course seeing people die, that sort of thing, and just feeling like inadequate, you know. So, you know, that you can't get and do your best, you know, but even though you have done your best, you can't help everybody, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
true.
it's going to seem random, and it is random.
Uh-oh.
But because there's so much to cover, we will be showing some cosplay
Ooh.
in between
Oh
because
my
it was
gosh.
so amazing.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes. She-Ra.
She-Ra was amazing. I'm so glad that
didn't
we
see
have
it.
girls like this age now are having superheroes like that.
That is amazing. That because I remember when I was younger, I watched Sailor Moon and stuff like that. And like even though Sailor Moon is amazing and I love it, you know, but it's even better and stuff like that because we have more diversity and stuff like that, you know, because Sailor Moon, you know, they're Japanese characters and everything, so you didn't really see many other diversities, like maybe a Hispanic character, black character, and et cetera, and I know some people want to keep to the original content, but it's also nice to like branch out into other like realms of like superheroes.
Yeah, I always find that argument so silly, like to stay to the content, because like it's fiction, it's a story, and when you get creative license, like the cast of Titans, I love Starfire, and the hell that they went through, but they did the premiere. And everyone loved it.
Right.
Starfire had to block her media because everyone's just like not true to content, and they were blaming her outfit, but it was
she's-
clearly
Yeah.
not that
And I'm
issue.
like, Starfire's an orange alien. She's orange.
Orange. And
I don't know
an
any orange
alien.
people.
Yeah. It doesn't matter who played her. But I love that DC particularly. I'm sorry, I'm a DC fan, guys. But I love Marvel more. I'm sorry, I don't love Marvel more. No. I love DC more. But Marvel's cool.
Well, Eve, just text at the door that you're busy.
Yeah.
Could you just text?
Oh wait.
Someone's ringing for you at the studio.
Ring-
One of
Oh.
your- yeah, just tell them that we're still.
I can't right now.
You don't have your phone?
No. Oh well, it's right there, but it's like not in service.
Oh.
So I was like, send a message. Go ahead and
And we're live,
Busy.
ladies and gentlemen.
busy.
Oh man. Oh, what about Heathers? Did you guys hear anything about that?
No, actually.
No.
They're actually doing a reboot of.
Really?
So that is interesting. And another big news, Shudder is. Do you guys know about Shudder? Okay, so Shudder is like a Netflix, but it's dedicated to horror and suspense.
It sounds
So
like it is.
yeah, so it's gonna be a very interesting ride for all you fans, especially this month where everyone's gonna get horrored out for up until Halloween.
I'm a freaking chicken, so like I'm not a big horror fan, but I do appreciate it.
Man, Halloween in New York must be wild.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it was wild for a while. Like I think just everywhere, whenever there was like had that whole clown thing. That was. I saw
Do
one
you notice all
walking.
the It cosplayers? The It cosplayers
I
and
saw-
the Georgie?
I saw a few. I didn't see any Georgies.
They were holding a balloon and like walking
I
around.
didn't see any Georgies.
Come float here too.
No. That's terrible. Oh, I loved it though.
I
It
loved
was good. It was good. The remake was really, really good.
It was. I loved like the remake. Owned it. It was my comfort movie for a little while. It's such a happy ending.
I know my friend Charles. Oh my friend Charles was like
Okay, you might have to go to the door real quick.
Oh yeah, hold on.
I just text. Will they answer?
I hope so. Hold on.
I hope so. Because we're live and this is TV, folks.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
She'll BRB.
So, yeah, also we have, and try to whisper, the mics will pick it up, but also there's a lot of Star Wars buzz, Star Wars Resistance.
Ooh.
And I know that they're also going to explore more with other Star Wars content, like Jedi content, but having nothing to do with the walkers, the Skywalkers.
Ooh.
So I'm super interested to see where they're going to go with that. This is huge too. They had a limited edition Optimus Prime.
Wow.
The ghost of the spirit of Prime. So that is super interesting. And they only allowed people to buy one, so they weren't letting people get like 20 of them just so they could walk outside and sell it.
And sell them.
Yeah.
Did you get one?
No, I did not.
Oh.
No, I did not. I wasn't going on that line.
That's all right. No. There's so much to buy there.
And I know as soon as I show anything with Aquaman, you're gonna, so we might as well make that transition now.
Oh my God.
How was it meeting your favorite person?
Okay, I have a few favorite person. Ideally Ben Affleck, but Jason Momoa. So I met him in Toronto, but it was for a photo op, so it was literally like half a second.
Okay.
But my sister is actually the big fan of him, and she made me chase him all around Toronto, and I couldn't get him. She made me fly here to New York to get his autograph. I waited 3 hours in line for the guy.
Oh, wow.
But he said something so sweet. There was probably literally 100,000 people for his line, maybe 50,000 people. And he's like, I'm not letting a single person walk out here without an autograph.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, he just wanted everyone to be happy.
Wow.
And so I walked up, and I was next to him, he bent down, tied his shoelaces. And it was the most handsome thing that I had ever seen in my life. And I wanted to leave because it was so radioactive and attractive that I was overwhelming, I was bubbling, I was gonna scream and I needed to get out. But of course there's people in front of me and I couldn't leave. And then he finally like looked up and I was like, I'm too close. And then he smiled. And then afterwards I finally got it. He shook my hand. No, he high-fived me first. Then he shook my hand and I'm like, I came all the way from Canada for you. It's like, I'm so glad you made it out. And he signed it. And then he shook my hand again and laughed. And then and that was me being in heaven for a good 30 seconds.
It's like,
my
goodness.
Oh my goodness. And like, I guess like in like New York, he had that nice man bun up, you know, like styling.
Right.
That was amazing. Him and Mark Ruffalo did like a cute video. Mark Ruffalo paid as a surprise guest. Photo op with a mask on and everything.
What?
Yeah, and then after the photo op was done, he took off the mask, and then Jason Momoa was like, "What?" and then he jumped on him at New York Comic Con. Yeah,
New York big cons like that are so fun. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
There was a lot of
Street Fighter.
father-daughter stuff that was pretty cool too, and mother-son, and just parents with their kids, I thought was really awesome.
That's so cool.
I love
were there any other releases that you guys found like this was amazing?
Gotham season 5 is coming out, and I got to interview the entire cast.
Ooh, how's that?
Ooh.
Oh, that was remarkable, and like every one of them was so thankful because I guess Gotham started out as a smaller project and they didn't imagine.
It definitely was a smaller project whenever I first started watching it and stuff like that. But then as I kept continuing on in the seasons and stuff like that, and DC does pretty good on their shows too, by the way. Yeah, no, they really do. I really do appreciate their shows. But as it continued to grow, it got bigger, and then like the effects got better, and like the acting was like so intense.
Ooh, yeah. Like Selena Kylan, like she's like this. Like she started off so young, but she's like the young Michelle Pfeiffer. She looks exactly like
she has
her.
that face that I don't know. She has like such a unique face, and she's so cute and so young and fresh. You know, like adorable. Like I don't want to call her adorable because she's an adult. So.
She's now
She's
an
an adult. Yeah. So.
Sadly, though, she had a broken a leg, so the whole season she had to, relax. But she still was able to do the acting, and she was able to focus more on the acting. That's what she spoke on.
Oh, nice.
And she let her stunt double do like the fun stuff, and she's like, I finally got to see my stunt double in action.
Oh,
and she loved it.
yes. That's exciting.
And Sean Pertwee, I asked him about Gotham. He plays Alfred. About Gotham City is inspired through Chicago and New York, and these mega cities, they can really build a personality in you. They equated Gotham City to it, and to how rough it is, but then how it makes a person. So we talked on true altruism and if it existed in Gotham City.
Oh, okay.
And he was awesome with that.
I wish I could make more panels. I really wish I could. But I think I caught, I don't remember which panel I caught, but I caught something. Like, it was just the slightest glimpse, and I stood there for like a minute and a half before being, hey, you, come here. I'm like, like, once you cosplay at New York Comic Con, you gotta, like, dedicate yourself to it. It's like, no panels, nothing for you, just take some pictures.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it really felt like that, but it wasn't like a mean way. It was like very inviting and very community sensed. Everybody was complimenting each other. Like talking about how they made their cosplays and how much work you put into it, or if it was kind of last minute or your first cosplay too. And I always love first time cosplayers and stuff like that and what ideas they have, because even like I've been cosplaying for like a few years, and so like even with first time cosplayers, sometimes they say like they do things and say like, oh, I created this belt out of this material. I'm like, I never thought of that, and it would look amazing, right? So.
Well, cosplay is one of the main reasons we go to Comic Cons, right? So you guys are part of the stars.
We're part of the stars.
Yeah, like everyone is there to take photos with cosplayers,
Yeah, I think the most rewarding thing about cosplay, it's not necessarily like getting pictures taken, it's just like seeing faces like, right? And then also your face lighting up because you see a character that you really like. I saw a Beta Ray Bill cosplay, and I was so excited because I never seen a Beta Ray Bill cosplay in person.
You showed a picture of Dexter too.
Dexter.
I've never seen a Dexter
I did.
laboratory cosplay.
You wanna I don't know, can I show it on camera or something? Not my Dexter cosplay. It was somebody else's Dexter's cosplay.
If you text it to me,
if I text it to you,
I can bring that up. But yeah, it was amazing, the cosplayers, and the energy has stayed consistent. I mean, some people do say that as the cons grow, it becomes more and more commercialized, more about the shopping, and more about basically commercials for, for the big movies and TV shows. But I would say the cosplay is what really grounds it and keeps it
kind of like a home feel.
Yeah, it keeps the home feel.
The humanity in it.
It's like, oh, we're like here and we're all like a community and
we're together.
We're a bunch of big nerds.
And what's nice is the actors freak out too when they see like their cosplays. Like last year I got to with Elijah Wood, the new movie that the new series that came out with.
He looks like a baby.
He does look like a baby.
He's so adorable.
I can't think.
His face.
Yeah, so
even though
cute.
he's like way older, but he's like.
Although after Sin City, like it was like and seeing
kind of iffy.
Yeah, a lot of iffy with the baby face in Sin City. But like his partner with the show saw cosplay from like during the roundtable interviews, and jumped after the cosplayer and asked her, "Can I take a selfie with you?"
Yeah.
Like the movie stars, the film stars. Wow. Get excited when you cosplay, which is wonderful.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But Michael, you should check out my Instagram because I posted pictures.
Oh my God,
that is creepy.
That is creepy.
Oh man.
Oh, segue into that. I watched the world premiere of Constantine, which works for it's a horror. It's an animated horror movie, right? And a horror anime, yeah. And so it was so scary. It had possessions in it, and an animated
heads
version.
and-
Yes, spinning heads, and an animated version of Hell where people were being tortured.
Oh
I actually
my
had to close my eyes. I never closed my eyes for an
It's just-
animated series.
That's, you know.
Wow, that's huge.
I know. Oh gosh.
And it was voiced for the same guy that did DC Legends, that does Constantine from DC Legends. He's also so handsome. He looks exactly like Constantine.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the cast of The Runaways?
I didn't know the
No, I
Marvel
didn't.
Runaways.
So
but-
I am super excited
Oh my
to
goodness.
see where they're gonna go with
This is
it.
exciting.
Because it's one of those shows that where are they going with this? What's gonna happen? How close will it be to the comic book? I think they did a great job. It seemed like a very 90210 kind of kiddie thing. Then episode 2, maybe halfway in, it became very adult. And oops, that's not that anymore. But it was just so interesting because they really target script-wise to so many different generations, I feel. I think they did a really good job with that, and it's really hard to do that with a show.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
again, like lately they're trying to bring in more relatable characters.
Oh yeah, definitely from this
Yeah.
age, but then also like have an older audience appeal to it as well. So I think that's very good whenever you can reach like a few different generations, you know, and get them very interested in it, and they're not like feeling like, oh, we're gonna be like just focused on the younger people, but no, we're also gonna focus on the old people.
Yeah,
Right?
like the average age of the convention of people was 35 to 40 people, 40
Yeah.
years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
They are older.
And there were a lot of couples.
Yes.
There were a lot of cute couples.
Cute
They are cute.
couple.
You know, just doing it. This okay.
Oh,
this
that was
Oh
so cool. I
my
saw that.
God.
I saw that.
This was a husband and wife team.
What?
What?
The wife was the Cape,
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I knew somebody was in the Cape. I did not know it was.
Yo, I
wife.
ship it.
and she actually created it.
Oh, she created. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So that was awesome, and it was moving around, and
Oh, he's looking so lovingly at the carpet.
I know.
Yeah, like look at
his
his
wife
eyes.
was in there,
Oh.
He's like, you look so gorgeous, honey.
Yeah, honey, you're beautiful.
and the a lot of cosplay panels. And oh, quick shout out! I gotta shout this guy out, Eric the Smoke Morgan. And there's another picture with him as Spider-Man, but he's the gentleman there. He's actually on 2 different TV shows dealing with cosplay. So he's doing really good for cosplayers and representing.
I was listening to that panel, and the cosplayers were saying how cosplaying did so much for their identity and self-esteem.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because like they got to be their heroes, and then people call you by your heroes.
I know, and you're like,
And no matter what size or race or anything you are, you're still that hero, especially to the conventions. And he was talking about how fulfilling it was, and I thought that was beautiful.
I know definitely when I first started cosplaying, because like I've always wanted to cosplay ever since I was like really young and stuff. So, and then you know I just recently started just a few years back, and I was so scared of what other people would think. You know, I'm like, people are gonna think I'm just this huge nerd. I won't have any friends anymore. You know, like I have a few like really good friends, but then like the rest of the people I kind of know, like they'll be like, oh, she's weird. I'm never gonna talk to her again. But no, the opposite actually happened. You know, they were like, this is amazing. You're so like this is so cool, and it was like, it felt nice. You know, that people were actually like happy, you know, for me, and weren't like trying to tear me down over like cosplay and stuff like that. So, you know, you do get those negative Nancy's, you know, here and there, but definitely you get a lot of more support in the cosplay community, because it's like, again, you know, of course we're all nerdy, you know, and stuff like that, and of course we might have been picked on at some point in our lives or something, especially younger, and that can really hurt. But whenever you start expressing yourself more and like loving your craft, you start to love yourself more. That's what I experienced from my own experience, definitely. So it's very fulfilling again. So
No, I love the crowd. I love that there's no policing too. Like, I had my Wonder Woman boots, and I was a reporter. Before my last day. Yeah, like an undercover Wonder Woman, and just people were still, even though it's like a makeshift outfit that I made, people were still complimenting me.
definitely.
Like no policing, no. Like I was a little worried that they thought that maybe I'd be a cop out or something. But
No,
everyone
never.
is so supportive.
Yeah, of course. Because the thing is, I do not support cosplay bashing. If anybody cosplay bashes, I will like dog them really hard. I really do not.
That makes sense.
I do not.
If anyone cosplay bashes, I'm gonna bash you.
I'm going to bash you, all right, hard, and it's gonna hurt. Because whenever you cosplay bash somebody, it really discourages them, and they probably don't want to go to another con, you know. Especially the ones that, you know, they might, you know, a lot of times people, like, and with my own experience too, they try to plan group cosplays with like 2 or 3 other people, and it doesn't always work out like that, and you end up going alone sometimes. So it's a little scary. Yeah. Actually, it's a lot of scary, you know, even though you're around other nerds and you're like, this is my first time, and my cosplay doesn't look like, you know, so-and-so's cosplay that does amazing, and they're very well known, you know. So it's very good to, like, especially in first-time cosplayers, you know, also ask for ideas, look at YouTube videos, there's plenty of ideas out there. But whenever you support them and lift them up, that, like, motivates them and encourages them to continue their craft and start to love it even more, you know, and that's how they improve, you know. You know, good, like, compliments and constructive criticism, but not bashing. I do not, like, it will, that's one of those things that will send me off, like, really fast.
And even constructive criticism is, like, only if they ask.
Yeah, only if they ask.
Like, hey,
you know?
Can you give me some tip how to do my hair better? Maybe how
Definitely,
to do my eyes better?
Only if they ask. Do not just don't go up to them, oh, I like your cosplay, but I'd do this instead and that instead, and you're just like, why are you picking at me? You know, that sort of thing.
I didn't ask you.
Right.
I didn't ask your opinions. So, you know, we're going to do your social media really quick. We're going to keep the stream going so you guys can continue to watch. But we are going to break it up because we have to do this for television. And for those, we have a new night. We're on TV on Tuesday nights at 6:30. So you got to go to GEEKCASTER.com. Click on the GEEKCASTER tab. There's tons of independent content creators, but there's also information on where you could watch the show and if you could watch it in your area. Otherwise, hey, you could just watch it online. It's all good. So, ladies, what's your social media?
All right. Oh, I guess I'll go.
Go ahead.
My name is Love1 Von, Snapchat and Instagram. LOVEONEVON.
Mine is, too, I work for DC Comics News under Sharna Jahangir. That's really hard to spell. But my online is Katsuya Crimson. So, Katsuya, like Katsudon. And Crimson, like the color red, like blood of my enemies.
Yeah, that's easier.
I will take things with fire and blood.
Oh, man. And I'm Michael7, Michael, the number 7. Michael, and you're watching GEEKCASTER. And GEEKCASTER on IG, you'll see tons of photos, about like 400 photos from Comic-Con, as well as Anime Fest.
Woo!
So we're going to talk about that in the next segment. So just hold on, or wait for the next week for the next episode, or just click the other link. So you have a lot of options.
Oh, did you know, like, whenever you're like, hold your horses, people are telling you, be stable?
Wow.
Dad joke.
Dun, 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 dun. I can't make this stuff up, folks. I can't do it.
Definitely.
Do you have any words of wisdom you want to leave before we end this segment?
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Why?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. Words to go by.
Okay. No more puns. No more. I'm done.
We're done? Oh, before I forget, this is very important. If you want to get involved, just hit us up on our Facebook page or our IG. If you want to write, you want to be a part of our show, you want to be a guest on our show, any aspect of the production, promoting, social media, cover events, just talk to us and we'll talk to you back. You're watching GEEKCASTER. Thank you very much. And for those online, hold on. And everyone else, we'll see you next week.